Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Mark. As you can see, lots of excellent progress. The team has really been working great, and it takes a big team to go do this. Our industry partners are critical to our success. So for Orion, I'd like to introduce Mr. John Karras from Lockheed Martin.
Well, first of all, I want to thank everybody for being here. It's a wonderful day, the new home of Orion. And thank you for your interest. But I want to thank some other folks here. You can't have this event without a lot of teamwork, not just for building the spacecraft, but working together to make an event like this happen. So I want to thank NASA headquarters for hosting this and supporting what we're doing here and providing us a wonderful vision of Orion and SLS and going to NEO and Mars and beyond. So I appreciate that. And KSC for hosting this wonderful event on their premises and in the building here and providing the ground systems for for everything that we're doing, whether it's Orion or SLS. And, of course, for JSC support. We talk a lot about production, but, of course, the engineering gets done by some wonderful folks, not only just on the industry team, but also our partners at JSC. And, of course, Marshall providing a ride when we go beyond low Earth orbit. And, of course, our speaker, Senator Nelson, you've always been a great supporter, and I appreciate it. And this is just the start of a lot of great things that will happen here in Florida. And, of course, I want to thank the SFA awardees for being here and being able to transition from shuttle experiences and help into Orion and the next generation of explorers. But this day, today is a day of firsts and remembrances. And let me give you a personal remembrance. I first started working here at KSC, yes, as a NASA cat, way back when, in January of '75. Little grayer, but I worked Apollo Soyuz. It was a wonderful thing, and I swore that I always wanted to be around, see the next generation of spacecraft to go beyond low Earth orbit. And personally, I'm just thrilled to be standing in front of the spacecraft that's going to enable us to do that. So if you work long enough, not only does it excite young engineers excites older engineers too. And so I appreciate to have that opportunity. Now, at a larger scale, Lockheed Martin is also celebrating its 100th anniversary, its centennial. And a tribute to our founders, Glenn L. Martin and Malcolm Lockheed. They started in a church and a garage, respectively. Now, I got to say, we've been upgraded a little bit in this facility. And it is just a wonderful capability we have today, reaching back to the heritage of Apollo, but yet outfitted for the next generation of spacecraft. So we'll be celebrating our centennial. Lockheed Martin will be throughout the year, and the achievements of our customers that we've worked together, and, of course, look forward to working on Orion in the future. Likewise, this year in February, our nation celebrated the 50th anniversary of the first orbital flight. And, of course, Lockheed Martin Heritage Atlas contributed to that success. And since then, we've been proud partners with NASA in the human spaceflight world. And so we just can't wait to go beyond low Earth orbit. And, of course, yesterday, July the 1st, in 1962, NASA activated their Launch Ops Center, now known as KSC. So a lot have passed, but today we're here to celebrate our nation's next generation deep space human exploration vehicle and the first of any kind manufactured in Florida. So now we're operating the vehicle out of here. It will be finished and completed and tested and operated in this building as well. So many firsts. And really a great tribute, as Senator Nelson said, to the folks here in Florida to be able to do that. Orion will carry humans, of course, on top of SLS, to destinations never explored. The missions will undoubtedly change the way we see our solar system and the way we see ourselves here on Earth. Seeing Orion's structure behind me today makes me proud of many of our teams and people working this, but I'd be remiss if I didn't thank the hundreds of men and women at Michoud in New Orleans and, of course, here in Florida for getting the vehicle here on time. And there's people ready with drill bits and tubes and pipes ready to start assembling this vehicle as soon as we're out of here and out of their way. So, no. But it's just have to thank everybody that makes this possible. And likewise, I'd like to thank the NRO and ULA this past Friday for a Delta IV test flight that they had. Of course, they put up a national security payload, but our test flight for EFT-1, of course, it flew the ICPS that's going to fly on SLS. And it'll be the next, EFT will be the next Delta IV Heavy that's flown out of the Cape. So many things are going on, getting ready for EFT-1. And the next 18 months will be no exception. Here in the ONC, we have many things to do, and there'll be many firsts that we'll do in this building. So I look forward to having you back here when we have other firsts, like when we power up the spacecraft and we complete most of the assembly and made it to the SM. But in the meantime, there's just so many things to be proud of and to look forward to as a great nation, space exploration nation. And I just can't wait to go beyond LEO. When I saw the last Apollo-Soyuz fly, you know, it was wonderful. But I can't wait to see Orion fly and take us deeper into the cosmos. Thank you very much.
Thank you, John. And there you have it. This country has gone to the moon on Apollo. We have built the International Space Station with the Space Shuttle. We are now servicing or beginning to service the space station with our commercial partners. And now behind us, you see the first step to go beyond low Earth orbit. Exploration Flight Test 1, you will now see a video of the next step. And the Orion Exploration Flight Test is our first step on to Mars.
Thank you.